Oh boy. Next time I should take my chest protector off. And just leave the jerky.
Feels good.
FYI, you all make sure you talk into those microphones.
Just kind of pass them around.
Hello. Hello.
Yep.
Mike Prang, Sports Information Director at Adrian College, here with head women's hockey coach Sean Skelly and forward Tia LaSalle and goaltender Michaela O'Brien after a 4-1 win over Hamilton College in the NCAA tournament quarterfinals. Coach Skelly, you're going to the Frozen Four. What can you tell us?
Yeah, just obviously super excited for the opportunity to still be at this point in the season, and also want to congratulate Hamilton College on an unbelievable season and to get back to this point. Obviously, we took the loss against them last year, and happy to be the team moving on this year. I thought our group played with a lot of poise today. Obviously, the girl sitting next to me played fantastic in net, and one to my left played fantastic up front and was able to put a couple pucks in the net to really get us going. And super fortunate group right now.
Tia, we currently got you marked down for 2 goals, but talking with Carmen Anderson, it sounds like you netted the third for a hat trick. Kind of talk about your day today.
No, that was definitely all Carmen. I'm just really proud of the group. I'm such a special team to be a part of this year. Again, coming off of a loss last year, it's nice to get them back. So.
Michaela, you finished today with 20 saves. You allowed that 1 goal kind of on, just the Hamilton player being in the right place at the right time to get a nice tip off the stick. What are your thoughts after you give up that first goal? Now it's a 1-goal game again. Keep moving forward and keep grinding.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do the same thing every time, whether we get scored on, we score. Just kind of try to skate to the corner, drink my water, regroup, no matter if it's us or them. Good teams, they're going to score, but it's just about how we respond as a team. And shout out to all the girls for, the name of the game today was blocking shots. And they put all their bodies on the line for me, and I was able to make some saves where I needed to, and it was just a super fun game.
Coach, after the first period, Hamilton was out shooting us 12-8, but then the rest of the game we outshot them 25-9. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about it in between periods. Thought we popped 2 in the first. Felt good about ourselves, but I thought we were on our heels at times and really stressed the group to find our game. I thought our face-offs we lacked big time in the first period. I thought that gave Hamilton the possession majority of the time. I think in the second period, face-offs were like 15-5, so we made a huge adjustment there. I think that changed the tide of the game. And I think we just started to do the little details of again, like Mobe's saying, blocking shots and doing the little things that started to make us successful and got us going on the offensive side.
Tia, could you talk about your line mates? Callie and Juice, Jocelyn, and you, of course, had a very good game. Could you talk about what the chemistry you 3 have?
Yeah, we started off, obviously, he didn't really know what to do. We kind of just were switching at the start of the season. And I remember our first game, actually, against Elmira, in the third period, he put me, Callie, and Juice together. And I, right away, I was like, yeah, this is going to work. And so, it still got switched a bit after that. But after he finally just put us together the rest of the season, we just worked on our chemistry. And I love playing with them. They're best line mates. And I think we now know where each other are. We know, what to do. And they're the best.
Coach, can you take us to the bench for the final few moments, when it finally sank in that we're going to win and go to the Frozen Four?
Yeah, I think just watching the girls go nuts was quite a great moment for me. Looking kind of around, sitting back. Luckily, we were in a great enough spot in the hockey game where it wasn't a very tense moment, being 4-1. So it was kind of nice for myself to kind of stand back and take it all in, seeing the crowd go nuts. I think I looked down into the far corner of the rink and pretty sure my daughter, who hardly can run across the ice at all, she's jumping up and down. That was a cool moment. But for our girls, just so excited. We've put in so much hard work throughout, from the start of August when we get back on campus to now, and we still got a chance to do something special, and super excited for our group.
Michaela, you talked about blocking shots. What's it like to play goalie with a 2-goal lead and eventually a 3-goal lead? Can you kind of play your game a little bit more and you don't think as much and it's reaction?
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, I think I try to keep everything the same across the board, whether we're up tied, up 1, up 2, up 3. But being on this team and having the girls that put their bodies on the line the way they do allows me to play much more confident, allows me to play out at the top of my crease and kind of just play my game. And overall, like, it's just, they allow me to play the way that I can, and it's awesome.
Chris with D3 AccuNews, congratulations to the three of you. Coach and Tia, does this mean more to you considering how last year ended to the same team?
Yes.
I wouldn't say it means any more because of how much we, obviously wanted to win that game last year, but it's a different group. Obviously we have tons of returning players, but we're trying to write our own story this year, and we talked about that throughout the week. Obviously, I think the girls were excited to have another opportunity at Hamilton College, fantastic program, and we got it this time. I think at the end of the day, it could have been either one of us. I think we did some of the right things today, and we were able to find the back of the net this year, and that was the difference.
Mikhail, would you say your transfer has paid off?
I mean, I've never been to the Frozen Four before, so yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, we've had the chance in the past at Endicott. We went to the quarters and everything. We were on a similar route as we had here this year, my freshman year, and then obviously it was shut down by COVID. And then my junior year, we were able to compete against Middlebury in the quarterfinals, but never punched the ticket before, so definitely thrilled to finally get that opportunity here.
Coach, did it surprise you how fast your team seemed compared to Hamilton after about the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game when it was kind of more even? Maybe you could say Hamilton had the edge in terms of just control. Did it surprise you how much your team just sort of turned a switch and then you pretty much had all the speed and control from that point on?
Yes and no. I think we played on our heels there for a bit near the first half of the period to start, and we found our game. And I think my assistant coach Trevor, he does a hell of a job with the off-ice portion of our team and pushes our girls probably to their breaking limits. But I think that's where second and third periods trying to grind teams down and continue to push and push where even if we are tired, we still got a little bit more in the tank, and I think it showed today.
I've got one last one for you, and does this win feel nice considering, I think it's been unfairly set about you, but your strength of schedule and to your record, is this kind of a nice win considering who it's against and the situation?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're limited with our non-conference games. I try to schedule the best teams possible. Obviously, we're in a geographic situation where some teams don't like to travel that far to Adrian, and we travel as far as we possibly can. We'll play anybody on any night and anywhere. Hopefully our athletic department allows us to do that, but in the past they have. And we've been fortunate to schedule really good, we obviously took one of our losses this year to the number one team in the country, and I think our next opponent in River Falls, we went to South Carolina to play another couple of NESCAC schools. It is what it is. We just play who we could play, and we're fortunate right now to be going to the Frozen Four again for I think the third time in our program history, and excited at the next opportunity that we're going to get here Friday, whenever that is.
Chris Lose, Daily Telegram. Kind of on that, you mentioned River Falls is next. What can you guys, recall from facing them earlier this season for all three of you, and what can you, fix or where have you improved since meeting them so early on in the season there?
Yeah, I thought we were. I thought we played scared against them for at least the first 40 minutes. They're the tallest women's hockey team I've ever seen. and I've been coaching for 8 years, and I don't know anybody that has a bigger, more daunting program than they do right now. They've obviously done a lot of things correctly to be still undefeated, and we're super excited to have them as the next matchup, as you know that they're the last loss that we've had. Yeah, I mean they're coached by Joe. There is a legend in D3 women's hockey, and we're trying to go on the road and do something special.
For both of you, in that game, what can you recall from that matchup on the ice, and what you guys can improve on?
Like he said, I think we came out scared, but in the third we obviously really picked it up. I mean, we almost came back and won the game. So I think if we just play like we did in the third and not play scared, like, we'll be fine.
Oh, sure. You were in net for the game or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely thankful for the fact that we had the opportunity to play them early on in the season. A lot of teams don't get that opportunity to play, somebody that you might see down the road in the Frozen Four. And like Coach said, I think we came out a little bit on our heels in that game, but we were able to not leave that rink without putting up a fight. And I think we showed them a little bit of what we can do, and we're looking to bring that the next time that we play them.
Odds are that they might be hosting. How big will it be that you guys have been on that ice, for that moment?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's not something new or fresh for us. We were there at the end of November, so we know what the travel looks like. I know restaurants that we've ate at that were good, hotels. Maybe we're in the same spot, maybe we're not. But we know the ice facility. I mean, they got a really, really great facility if it is officially hosted by them. Yeah, I mean, their hockey atmosphere there is fantastic. I know they pack it pretty good, and I'm sure if they are the host here, once all these games are finished, I'm sure that place is going to be rocking for especially our game versus them versus the home team. So hopefully our girls are excited at the opportunity, just like I am, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, thanks, guys. Adrian advances to the Frozen Four after a 4-1 victory over Hamilton College in the NCAA quarterfinals. Like we've been saying, you will take on number 1 ranked Wisconsin River Falls. Location to be determined at the moment, but Adrian's taking a 21-game winning streak into the Frozen Four, so congrats and go celebrate.
Let's go, Dogs.